Welcome back to another episode of Ask Sherell, the show where you ask the questions and we answer. Guys, this is a special segment where we are talking about breast cancer and breast cancer awareness. We have a guest with us. Her name is Miss Gandieze Reckley. And listen, guys, she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer at the tender age of 23. Oh my goodness. Her testimony today is just going to blow your mind. But we're not going to give you too much of that right now. We're going to take you in with these commercial messages. Again, for those of you who may be watching and tuning in for the very first time, this is Ask Sherell, the show where you ask the questions and we answer, where we talk about faith, family, food, fitness, and hello, fun. But today, this episode is in honor of breast cancer and breast cancer awareness. But this is our first segment where we talk about announcements. And so this is how this works. We share all the good news and the opportunities that God is bringing our way. And so one of the first things we're going to share with you is about my new book called The Blueprint to Weight Loss. For those of you who don't know me, I was about 320 pounds after having 2 children in 3 years. And listen, I have just recently celebrated the release of 100 pounds. I'm telling you, God is a mighty God. And as a result, we've just released this book called The Blueprint to Weight Loss, where we share meal plans and ideas on how you can lose the weight. And of course, I share my own personal journey. Listen, guys, there are some nuggets and some tidbits in there that are designed to help you along your weight loss journey. So if you know somebody who battled with their weight for what felt like a lifetime like I did, you need to get a copy of this book. It's called The Blueprint to Weight Loss, and you can find it at Amazon, or you can visit my website at www.sherellbrown.com. And so once again, for those of you who might just be tuning in for the first time, this cup that you see here, it says messy hair and don't care. So this cup is a symbol of what's been going on with Ask Sherell for the last 21 days. Guys, we were on a 21-day detox, mind, body, and soul. We were doing a complete cleansing, and so we were encouraging our audience to join us on this 21-day detox. However, today is that due date. It's official. The detox is done, and so we are celebrating with all of those who stayed committed. Guys, it was no flour, it was no sugar, and it was no fat. Listen, to those of you who stayed faithful, we just want to say thank you to the girls in the War Against Obesity, the cause, our Facebook community. We're cheering you on. Thank you once again for joining us on this journey. And last but not least, an announcement. We have an exciting event coming up called the Natural Hair and Beauty Expo, hosted by Ms. Corinne Gardner in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where yours truly is a guest on the panel. Guys, we're going to be having some girl talk, and so persons are coming by boat. They are coming by plane. This is going to be all the buzz right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you are able to get there, please feel free to check her out at Eventbrite and purchase your tickets, or message me and we're going to be sure that we get you in to see the show. There's going to be a talent show. There's going to be a fashion show. There's going to be a hair show. Listen, she has goodies planned for the entire day. That's October 22nd. You don't want to miss it. We have a whole lot more show coming up for you, but we've got to go to a commercial break. And so we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Hey everyone, my name is Corinne Gardner and I'm the owner and founder of Pampered Pretty. I wanted to come by and tell you really quick about this amazing event that's coming to the city of Murfreesboro on October the 22nd starting at 1 p.m. You do not want to miss this event. It's going to be Pampered Pretty Presents Natural Hair and Beauty Expo. Can you believe it? This is the first time in Murfreesboro history that we've had an event like this right here in our city. I'm super excited because there's going to be plenty of vendors. There's going to be a talent show. There's going to be a fashion show. There's even going to be a Pampered Pretty Beauty Lounge, so you don't want to miss it. Go ahead and purchase your tickets today on Eventbrite, and also make sure you visit my website at www.pampered-pretty.com for more information. Also, if you are interested in being a vendor at this amazing event, make sure you hit me up on Facebook or also on Instagram, even on my Pampered Pretty page right there on Facebook, and let me know that you want to be a part of this event. You can also email me at blessedtosing12203@yahoo.com. So listen, I can't wait to see you there. There's going to be goodie bags for the first 100 guests that's going to be a part of the event, so you don't want to miss it. I cannot wait to see you there. Come and join the fun right here in the city of Murfreesboro. See you then.
Hello guys, welcome back. As you know, this episode is in honor of breast cancer awareness, and so we're just going to be sharing some information with you as it relates to what is breast cancer. And so breast cancer is when the cells in your breast grow out of control, and they're normally called a tumor. And so a tumor can be seen and felt. It can be seen by x-ray or felt by hand. At the end of the month, you know, doctors encourage you to do mammograms. At the end of each year or once a year, they encourage you to do mammograms. And at the end of each month, at the end of your cycle, they encourage you to do breast exams. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were at the age of 40, and well, actually you can't even wait till the age of 40, because our guest was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 23. And so women, I'm encouraging you, no matter what age you are, you should be checking yourself monthly. So guys, as it relates to breast cancer and those tumors we were talking about, it is considered malignant if the breast cancer or the tumor can spread through other parts of your body. And so it's considered benign if it's not able to spread and if it's not harmful. And so a lot of times we hear that terminology, malignant and benign. That is the difference between malignant and benign as it relates to cancer and the type of tumors that is diagnosed in women. But on that next point, what we want to share with you is breast cancer is not just restricted to women. We also have men that have breast cancer. Sherell, are you serious? Yes, ladies, men are experiencing some of the very same effects that women are having as it relates to breast cancer. And so if you see persons wearing a blue ribbon and a pink ribbon, or one with the combination of both colors, it's because they are honoring the fact that both men and women go through the same struggles. However, more women than men. It's a rarity in terms of it being found in men, but it is possible and it is happening, and sadly it is increasing. So guys, we're now going to be sharing with you some statistics and facts as it relates to breast cancer and as it relates to symptoms, giving you some tips on how you can self-examine yourself and some things that you can look out for to ensure that you are living a healthy and a safe lifestyle. Less than 15% of women who get breast cancer have a family member who has been diagnosed with it. The most common areas for breast cancer to spread and become metastatic breast cancer is the brain, lungs, liver, and bones. If the cancer is located only in the breast, the 5-year relative survival rate of people with breast cancer is 99%. 61% of those cases are diagnosed at this stage. If the cancer has spread to the regional lymph nodes, 5-year survival rate is 85%. In women under the age of 45, breast cancer is more common in African American women than in white women. Some symptoms are a lump in thickening that feels different from the rest of the breast, a change in skin texture such as dimpling, discharged liquids from the nipples, and so many others. We have reached one of my favorite segments of today. Today's guest, listen, she's about to blow your mind. I've known her for what felt like a lifetime, but her story is that she was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 23 and was only given 2 years to live. Could you imagine? And so she's now here to be an inspiration and to share the gift of hope with those of you who may be going through it or who may know somebody who's going through it. And so do us a favor, share this episode or tag somebody who you know that this message is going to be a blessing to. It is our job to get the message of hope to all of the ends of the globe. And so without further ado, we're going to introduce you to Miss Gandieze Reckley.
Yeah, so the doctor said to me when he did my official diagnosis, he was like, well, you're stage 4 breast cancer. I was like, okay, sir. So he's like, and from by this diagnosis of you having stage 4, you know that you're only gonna live for 2.5 years, right? So I'm looking at him like, really, dude? Seriously? Anyhow, listen, I grew up in the church. I could most definitely tell you that. So by the time everybody knew that it was breast cancer, my mother niece was, listen to me, that her knee pads needed knee pads. I could tell you that, baby. So I asked the doctor, because he was really, really insistent on just quickly cutting off the breast. So I was like, you know what? Will you allow me to get a second opinion? He said, you can get 3, 4, and 5. It's not going to change the fact that your breast has to get cut off. I'm saying to myself, bye, Craig. So did my second opinion. Ended up with a really, really good doctor. His name is Delton Fackerson. Hey, awesome sauce. What he did first was he administered chemotherapy to me. And like the first dose that he gave me or whatever, the first seconds, it'd be like every 3 weeks or so. And at the end of that process, the lump gone down like it was like nothing was ever wrong with me. But because the cancer was so aggressive, I had to have gotten my breast cut off. Now, looking at me, of course, you ain't gonna see no breast. Listen, I already have small breasts, so therefore, the prosthetic piece just fit right on in. So, for the people that don't know, if I don't want you in my business, you ain't gonna know. But listen, God has been so good to me. I can tell you, I have friends that have passed on from breast cancer, and it could have been me, because like every time I lose a friend, I tend to ask God all the wrong questions. I would be like, Lord, these people have kids. I don't have any kids. Why me? And of course, I'm sure that if God was a nigga, he'd come down and be like, bye, Felicia. You know? But listen to me. I've come to know that this that I've been through in my life, being diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, I don't think that the testimony was for me. I think that the testimony was for the young person or the older person who was diagnosed and feel that it is it, that their life is over. Honey, listen to me, honey. Wherever God brings you to, he will bring you through. Now, I will tell you this, I've always been an open-minded person. I would say to somebody who, you know, listen, chemo does some people really, really bad, and it brings them down to the lightweight and it looks really, really dim. What I say to them is, listen to me. God not only heals bodies, he heals souls. I've never been afraid to die. I just feel like you just gotta walk up circumspectly. When you walk in God, listen to me. Absent from this body is to be present with the Lord. Obviously, my work is not done on this earth, and whatever purpose is in me, God wants it to be birthed. You understand? The process is not easy at all, I can tell you. But see, I don't know, like my personality. Listen, chemo was rough, right? I am computer savvy. I Google every single symptom I had. I put that in Google search, and for everything they told me to get, I use that. So I kind of sort of beat the little chemo feelings and thing, because I really wanted to eat. Just be hungry, and nothing like when you're hungry and you can't eat because everything coming back up. I said, oh child. So I used to let my auntie make the flower pop for me. The trick to it is, for you guys doing chemotherapy out there, after you've done the chemo, you eat the flower pop, or you can eat it before you go in to do your chemo. You eat the flower pop. The trick is you have to vomit. Okay? So when you eat the flower pop, whatever, the chemo run through your body or whatever, do that little big throw up. And then after that, you take the Gravol. And then when you take the Gravol, you take the gas next, because ooh, that gas. ooh, that gas. Boom. And then you'd feel better, you'd be able to eat. And then there's another symptom where the tongue burns. You'd have to get a prescription from your doctor. It's called Magic Mouthwash. Ooh, that's the plug. Believe that. That's the plug. Yeah, but my mom, she's no longer with us. God rest her heart. Child trust. She's in a better place. For sure she is. That was a woman of God. Okay.
Listen, Gandieze, we just want to say thank you so much for sharing your testimony. We know that it's definitely going to be a blessing. I mean, from going from being diagnosed with cancer at the age of 23 to experiencing lymphoma, oh my goodness, who God keeps is well kept. And 10 years later, she is still with us sharing her testimony. And so we salute you, and we know that there is a world of women out there who are standing behind you and cheering you on in your journey. Guys, we have reached the end of another episode of Ask Sherell. Listen, I am so excited. It is a privilege and a pleasure. I get to sit with you guys every Monday and share the gift of hope, because that is what this talk show is about. But I can't end today's talk show without talking about the woman that inspired this and it inspired me. Her name is Grace Leading. She is my grandmother, and this year makes almost 9 years that she is going on to be with the Lord. And so she battled with breast cancer, went through chemotherapy, and lost one of the gifts that God has given her. However, her memory still lives on. And so from the Leading family and from your girl Sherell, we just want to say, Grammy, we love you. That's my nana, y'all. And so we're going to go right into the end. And listen, I got goosebumps just thinking about her. Guys, I can't help but be me. And so first of all, we want to thank our sponsors. Listen, guys, we have some amazing sponsors here on Ask Sherell. We're going to start off with thanking Miss Allison from I Am Allison. She's an awesome financial advisor. She is a CPA. If you need help with the numbers, she's your girl. And she has a creative gift. She has an awesome eye. And so if you need a website design, if you need an intro video done, she is the woman that you need to see. The second person we wanted to thank today as it relates to our sponsors is Miss Yondale, the wig teacher, aka care of my wig wardrobe. She is the lady who has been styling me all this season. And so if you need some assistance with your hair selection, she has an awesome subscription service for you. And she also designs custom wigs and teaches all across the United States. And so if you need some assistance, please feel free to check out Miss Yondale. And last but not least, on our sponsors today, we want to take the time, oh Lord, getting a little tongue-tied. We want to take this time and thank Anika's Jewels. And so we didn't just want to thank her as a sponsor, but she's also giving us the gift to give. Anika's had blessed us with some jewelries for our giveaway. Guys, a few weeks back, we announced a giveaway. And so all we ask is for you to share this episode that it might be a blessing to others. And so we're selected two winners. And so we're not going to tell you who they are as yet. We're going to let you see the selfies that they will be taking pictures of after. Now, first of all, this is one of the jewelry pieces that are going to be given away. This is a beautiful bracelet by Anika's Jewels. Can you guys see that? Isn't that? Look at the bling. Look at the bling. There's a few more things in this goodie box, so we're not going to share it all with you. And so even look at the box itself. It says, forget about being a princess. I am a diva. Guys, this is not for the kiddies. Hello, somebody. And so one of the other gifts is, it says, look at this box. The world is my runway. I love the affirmations on these boxes because every time you take a look at the box, it encourages you as a woman. And so what's in this one? Okay, you have a little thank you card from Anika's. And she has some beautiful fashion, some fashion jewelry for the trendy woman in you. And so we have one more box here. I want to quickly show that to you guys. And so, oh my goodness. Now this piece is a gem. This piece is from Anika's signature collection called Powerful and Complete. It says, ignite your dream, follow your passion, and in doing so will inspire others. And so somebody is going to be a recipient of this beautiful piece. And so we look forward to seeing your selfie. And guys, we still have a few more gifts to give away before our season ends. And so we look forward to you sharing our episodes so that you can be entered to win one of our grand prizes here on Ask Sherell. And so guys, it brings me to an end of another segment. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, or if you'd like to be a sponsor for our show, please feel free to visit us at www.sherell.com SherellBrown.com. We are bringing you health and wellness His way. Help us to continue spread the word across the globe that healing is the children's bread, and we will have it no other way. Listen, I declare the word with the attitude, because that's what gives us the power to operate in. And in the words of my Baptist preacher, we thank you for tuning with us and we are now to the end of this episode. We declare blessings, blessings, and more blessings.